Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joan. This is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Today is episode number 94, day number 9 of the Purple Belt. And we're going to continue on with our 5-3, 5-4 dice set. And I had made a mistake in an earlier video saying that I should be finishing up with this dice set by the end of this week, and it's actually going to be more like the end of next week or towards the end of next week where we'll be finishing up with the 720 throws on this dice set. So we have another week left of this to go. Good morning, Randall. Good morning, Chris. But before we get going here, guys, let's continue on with George's Corner here. And George, yesterday we were talking about the 3 dice set families. The first family of dice sets was the 3V, 2V, and the 6 set, I believe. And the second was going to be the hard way sets. And the third family is the kissing sets. But today we're going to continue on with the 3V set. And we're only going to go through part of it today because it's kind of a complex type setup. But to break it down, you basically have 4 different types of 3Vs. You have the 3-2-3-6, the 3-5-3-1, the 3-2-3-1, and the 3-5-3-6. The first 2 3Vs right here, and I'll bring it up closer to the camera, hopefully so you guys can see it. This is the 3-2-3-6. I'm not sure if you can see that. But if you look at that, the number 2 is on the front here, but it's also on the inside of the right die. And if you look at the 6 on the front here, is on the inside of the left die. So that also applies to the second 3V set, which is the 3-5-3-1. If you look at the 5 here, it's going to be on the inside of that right die. And if you look at the 1 here, it's going to be on the inside of the left die. So that's kind of unique to those first 2 dice sets. The second 2 dice sets are going to be different now. And if you look at this, this is the 3-2-3-1 dice set. And if you look at the 2 here on the left die, it's going to be on the outside of that right die. And if you look at the 1 on the right die, it's going to be on the outside of that left die. So that's for that dice set. And then the last 3V dice set that we have is the 3-5-3-6. And this is also going to apply. That 5 here on the left die is going to be the outside of the right die. The 6 here on the right die is going to be on the outside of that left die. So why that's important is because that's going to dictate how the axis shows, the axis numbers on the dice shows. And we'll get more into that hopefully in the next few days coming up. So general rule, if you go to 3-2-3-6, you got to remember that front face is going to be on the inside of the other die, front face on the inside of the other die. Same thing for the 3-5-3-1. The 3-2-3-1, the front face is going to be on the outside of the opposite die. Same thing on this one, on the opposite. And the 3-5-3-6 is the same way. That 5 is on the outside here, the 6 is on the outside there. So just something to kind of keep in mind when you are using your different dice sets and setting up that 3V dice set. So hopefully that is a little bit of information for you guys, and hopefully that'll give you a little bit more of a knowledge set when it comes to your 3V dice sets. Let me get set up here for our roll today. If you're following along in Crapsee, the code is V8E7K7. And let me engage the roll tracker here. And I'm going to walk the keyboard to the other end of the table. I'm kind of hobbling around today, guys, because for some reason I tweaked my knee last night at work. I have no clue how I did it, but it is tweaked. Okay, and we got to get back into Crapsee here. For some reason my Crapsee is not working, so we'll leave the table, we'll go back into it again and see if we can get it to work. And it is not working for me. Second day in a row that's happened. It's not giving me the access to make bets, so I'm going to get out of Crapsee 100% and go back into it again. This is kind of irritating when that all does that. Excuse me. If you guys haven't checked out Dice Degen yesterday, he released his next round of videos. Next competition, I should say, it was Crapping Camper going up against Buckeye Slim. So that was a very interesting competition. Make sure you check it out to see who won. Alfredo also did a thing last night too. For some reason, my Crapsee is not working. The lower buttons are not showing on here. So you know what, guys? We are going to skip Crapsee today. And we're just going to roll out the dice. So let's see if we can get close to 100 rolls today. I'm going to make that Crapsee screen or code disappear for the time being on my screen here. If I can figure out which one that is quick. There we go. So we're not going to use Crapsee today. We'll try to get that working for tomorrow. For some reason, it is not working, so I apologize for that, everyone. Okay, let's go 5-3-5-4. We're just going to roll out as fast as we can today, and we're going to see if we can hit the ATS again. Yesterday, we hit the tall. So make sure the dice are square. And this is the first throw I'm doing today. I've not done any practice throws yet. And we got dice out. And we have a 3-3 hard 6, 2 trees in a forest. And we got to get KPI engaged again. That's not engaged, so let's get that working. Nothing but technical difficulties today, guys. There we go. So that is all set now, and we are all ready to rock and roll. So 5-3-5-4. And yesterday I figured out I was not putting the tip of my middle finger enough on the dice set. And once I figured that out, we had a 21 roller, I think, yesterday. Another hard 6, 2 threes. Pair of threes. Good morning, Navaldo. So we are not doing Crapsee today, just so everybody knows that if you're just joining in, I could not get it working on my end here. I don't know if it's my equipment or if it is actually Crapsee that is the problem, but my bets are not coming up. I'm not able to change the denominations. So that whole bottom bar is not showing up on there. And we have a hard 10. So 3 hard ways in a row, puppy paws. So that's kind of a pretty cool start. 5-3-5-4, and again, we're just going to try to get through as many rolls as we can. If we can knock out 100 throws today, which is what I used to do before I did Crapsee, that would be a pretty amazing feat. And we have a 3-5-8, easy 8. It's just kind of hard to hobble around here with my leg my knee kind of twisted up a little bit. So this is not as interactive as normal. We have a 3-5-8 again, so we're definitely throwing clusters and numbers today. We start off with 3 hard ways, and then now we hit the 8 twice in a row. You know what? I will check that to see if this Crapsee screen is expanded, and it does not appear to be. I just expanded it now, and I'll make it smaller again. Now, for some reason, that bottom bar on my Crapsee is not showing up, Randall. So, but thanks for the suggestion. 5354. So we'll definitely make sure that's working for tomorrow, hopefully. Tomorrow being the last day of the week. And that one was a little bit hard into the back wall, but we got lucky. We got a 4, 5, 9. Both dice are on axis for that. And I'm just flopping the dice all over here. I gotta get that underneath my camera stand. 5354. So maybe we can concentrate instead of Crapsee today. We can concentrate on getting some longevity to our rolls and some consistency with this dice set. And we have a 3-2-5 center field, or no field 5. So Alfredo did his talking crap show again last night, and nobody showed up for it. So he decided to roll the dice. And he had about 4 or 5 shooters that were 6 rolls or less. Yeah, I don't have a, I'll show you guys what's happening here. If you guys can see that. My bar where I enter everything is on the bottom here, and it's not showing, and I can't scroll on this. It's just a little tablet or whatever you call that. So that's what's happening with the Crapsee. So I can't, and I got out of it, went back into it again. And it's not coming up right, so it's not displaying decent for me. Maybe we'll try it again in a little bit here. And we have midnight, 6-6-12. So we're having a decent first roll here. But anyhow, Fredo started off with 4 or 5 rolls that were really short. I think they were like 5 rolls or less. But then he finished up with one that was like 20 something, and then he finished up with a 42 roller. So it was pretty cool. 2-1-3 Alfredo sauce, ace deuce. So he had a pretty amazing roll. It seems like it goes in waves for a lot of us YouTubers where one person has a good roll and it seems like we all have good rolls, and then one person has a bad roll and we all have bad rolls. Kind of weird how that works. And we have another puppy paws, hard 10. Guys, this would be the roll to be having in Crapsee if it was working. Definitely be making some money off of this one. 5-3-5-4. So I apologize for that. And that is our first 7 out, which is a double pitch. 5-2. Dice are on axis there, but it is the double pitch. So the first roller is an 11. We had 29 quality points. Let me go to our Crapsee here and see if we can get it back working again. Our working period. And I'm going to see if I can go in somebody else's Crapsee table and see if we can get it working. Does not work on there either. So I'm going to do one more shooter here. I'm going to reboot my tablet up. Let's see if that helps at all. So we're going to restart it. And then we'll do another shooter here while it's restarting. 5-3-5-4 is our dice set. This is shooter number 2. And that one landed kind of close to the wall. We have 1 dice off axis, but it is a 639 center field 9, so our new point is 9. And 1 dice off axis with this dice set is not a bad thing, and a single pitch with this dice set is not a bad thing. The on axis double pitch is where the bad number comes up, and both dice off axis is where the bad number comes up as well. That left die left a little bit early, but we lucked out. We have a 4-2-6. 6 came easy. And my thing rebooted here, so let's see if we can get Crapsee to come up. So that way it's available for the next shooter. And we have a 1-4-5, no field 5. So 5 is showing up today. And yeah, same thing. I will have to look at my tablet to see why that's happening, because the same thing just happened. That bottom bar is not coming up for me. So I'll play around with it a little bit later today and see if I can get it to work for tomorrow. And we veered off to the right a little bit, or to the left a little bit on that one, but we have a 1-3-4 Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. Good morning, Jen. Good morning, Chuck. So that is a issue on Crapsee. Okay, not a big problem. We will try to get it going there. Hopefully get it going. So I'm glad that you jumped in, Chuck, to let me know that. That it was not on my side, possibly. And we have a 2-5-7 out. I got iced. Not a problem. Not a problem. So that is our second shooter. We got even that's not working out. Oh, that was, hey guys, that was the first shooter yet. I didn't realize that, because that was a point made, and then we had a 7 on the come out. Okay, so that was a 16 shooter. We had 40 quality points on that one. That's not a bad first shooter. That would have reset the ATS if it was on Crapsee. Morning, SJ. And that's a great idea, Jen. Just follow along manually. If you guys want to input that, I can, I'm going to keep on rolling, and we're going to go at a pretty swift pace today. So if you want to just join a private table, and you can do a manual input then. Or if you have your own table, we have a 3-2-5, and that is a no field 5. That is our new point. So 5-3-5-4 is our dice set. Hit the mixing bowl a little bit, but we got our first 4-6-10, Waylon's best friend way in the end, Daddy Joe. So if you guys didn't make yesterday's show, we had a really nice roll at the end. It was like 21 or 22. We ended up with like 130 or 140 quality points. We hit the tall on that one. We came close a couple times to hitting both the tall and the small, but we only hit the tall that one time. But we're one number away on the tall and the small several times throughout the shooting session yesterday. And we have a 235 no field 5. And then yesterday was also my 2-year anniversary for YouTube. I started my YouTube channel on April 26th of 2 years ago. So that is an amazing thing for me, and it's amazing that we've had as many people subscribe and follow along as they have with the channel. I'm very blessed with the results thus far, and the friends that I've made and the people that have actually followed along on a very consistent basis. And we have a 527. Another double pitch. And that was also a come out 7. So we're going to still continue on with the second shooter. Table build got you to my channel, huh, John? That's awesome to hear. I will be doing another table build series, hopefully, before the end of the year here. And we'll be doing that deluxe throwing station series. And I'll be doing I don't know how many videos that's going to be. We'll have to figure it out when I do it. But that's going to be a really cool project. And it's going to be 415 for a new point. And that table build video series that I'm going to be doing is going to be, like I said, a throwing station. If you guys want to make just like a real basic throwing station, Chris from Dice Degen did a really excellent 2-video series, I believe, 1 or 2 video series on that on his channel. So make sure you check that out. Mine's going to be a little bit more of a deluxe version. And if you guys haven't heard anything about it, I'm actually excited. If it works out the way I designed it, it's going to be a table that flips. So it pivots or rotates, if you will. And we have a 268, easy 8. And what I mean by the flips is that it's going to be one side is actually going to be a checker or chess board. And it's going to be, let me get something here, piece of wood, and I'll kind of show you. So, yes, I have wood sitting around here because I'm in my basement next to my workshop here. But the checkerboard or chessboard will be on one side, and then the table is going to flip like this, and the opposite side is going to be the craps table. And the throwing station, I have it set up by design so far, thus far, where it's going to be a left and a right-hand side that actually fit together and make the throwing station. And then when you're not using it as a throwing station, it'll actually convert into 2 chairs that you can use for that chess and checker table. So I'm kind of excited. It's going to be pretty cool. So Chuck is saying try exiting the table and then back in. It should be okay now. So let's try getting out. Okay, table is out, and let's go back in. And it is now working, Chuck. Thank you very much. So we're going to wait till our next shooter. Let's get our Crapsee code back up again in case you guys do want to play. I will make that visible on my screen. So code is back up again. And then on our next shooter, once we are looking for a new point, we will start the Crapsee betting again. So hopefully my Crapsee doesn't time out by then. And we have a 549 center field 9. The SSJ, it is coming up, and I'm glad you're looking forward to it. I'm excited to do it. my big thing right now is getting the funds to do it. I don't want to take any of the money out of my pocket. It's all stuff I want to make off the channel here and from the ebook that I'm putting together. Hopefully I'll raise money there. We have midnight, 6612, and hopefully all that money will be used to build the table. I'm looking at somewhere around the $500 or $600 mark, somewhere around there to actually build the table. So it's not going to be a cheap thing to build. It's going to be in the mid-range. And I do want to have it done before the craps for cure. So that way I can actually put it up for donation or for auction. 516 mixer. That's our first 5-1 today. So that way we can actually use it to raise money for whichever cure John is going to go with this year. At least that's my intention. The biggest problem is after building it is to figure out the logistics of delivering it to whoever wins the bid. So I'll now figure that one out as we go. We have a 415 horse and buggy. My sewing skills are impressive. You know, I'm cool with that, Jen. I know guys do not really sew, but I do, or I can, I should say. I don't do much with it now. So SJ used Chris Degen's table build before he got his table. It's a great video. Him and girlfriend Degen made the table, and it turned out really nice. And there's a lot of people that have table builds out there. We have 112 Magic Aces. A lot of people have the table build videos out there. Mine and Chris's just happen to be a little bit more detailed than some of the others that were out there. And we have a 459. Where were these rolls the other day when I did the shooting competition, guys? I just don't understand that. Unreal. So this is roll number 7 coming up here, or number 22. 5, 3, 5, 4 is our dice set that we're using today. And we have a 6, 2, 8. 8 came easy. And my last, how many rolls have not entered into, darn it. Because I went over and changed it around. So my rolls are not even entering here, guys. So let's do this one. So I'm gonna have to go back and review that. We're gonna enter that in as a 6-2 there and keep on going here. So my thing right here is not up to accurate. I'm gonna have to update it later when I go through the video now. So right there we're at 6-2. We'll continue on here, and then once we get through this roll, we'll try to get Crapsee going again. So Chris's mom did not want him to make another table. You know, and that's a great idea, Chris, to build a table. And when I was researching the table that I made here, I saw some stuff out there. We have a 2, 3, 5, no fill 5. I saw some stuff out there that were kind of convertible tables that actually folded up or stood up, and you can probably put it in between things. So that way, you know, it could be easily stored away. And that's the reason why I'm doing the table build that I'm doing right now, is because not everybody wants to look at a craps table, or they don't have the space to have it designated as a craps table. So I figured this table that I'm building is something, another 358. God, guys, I wish I was doing Crapsee right now, because we would be making the money. But the table that I'm going to be building here will hopefully be something that you can use in your common living space, and it will not stand out as a craps table, if you will. Maybe the checkered and chessboard will be kind of a deluxe look to it, or a gaming look to it. And we have a 549 centerfield 9. I wish I knew what those other rolls are so we can see how long this roll is. But we've had two good shooters to start off here. 5354. So we must be close to that 16 mark again on the second shooter. And there's our 437. So let's get going on Crapsee. So that should be a 7 out there. And by the way, that's a primary 7. So in other words, both dice are on axis. Now I have to get out of the table because it says I'm waiting for server. And it'll get right back into it. Okay, here we go, guys. Crapsee's all up for me. We got 5354 for our dice set. And I'm going to go with a $15 pass line bet, $3 craps check, 424 in the ATS. And there's 2 people in here right now, so we'll get this going. Okay, and we're going to go all bet set and dice out. So let's see if we can continue this good rolls going and make a little bit of money here. And we have a ace deuce Alfredo sauce is a come out. So it's a pass line loser, and that is a craps check winner for me. So again, we're gonna put $15 back on that pass line. At the craps check is still at $3. ATS is in effect. 5354. And all bets set. And a 437. So there's a come out winner now. So we had a loser and a winner. So one of each. That is another on axis 7. Primary number 5354. Again, we're going to go with that $3 craps check, 424 on the ATS, $15 on the pass line. And we're $8 in a profit so far with this shooter. Hit that mixing bowl, but we have a 4-1 horse and buggy. So our point is 5. And that's going to allow us to go to that 180 across bet level. So let's set that up. And that's going to be 25 on the 4 and 10. Those are buy bets. We're going to go with 35 on the 9. And the 6 and 8 are at 30. And we're going to go $15 pass line odds. 5354. And I'll bet set. And that right dice got out a little bit early, but we have a 3-2-5, so we're back on that 5. So that was point made and point out, or point set and point made. So we're going to up that pass line bet to $23. $4 craps check. ATS is still at 424. 5354 for the dice set. And we got all bets set. Guys, got to get in here a little bit faster, guys, because I'm going to be cranking these rolls out today. And we have midnight. So that is another craps check come out. That does help with the ATS. So we are going to go with that $23 pass line bet yet. $4 craps check, 424 in the ATS. 5354. And we got all bets set. And ace deuce Alfredo sauce. So we're still looking for that point. Again, that's another craps check winner. Guys, when you're betting on me for the come-outs, make sure you use that craps check because I definitely do throw a lot of field numbers and a lot of craps numbers. Again, $23 on that pass line. $4 on the craps check. Just like Alfredo throws a lot of sevens, I tend to throw a lot of craps numbers. I do throw my fair share of come-out sevens as well. And we have another ace deuce. Yesterday I could not get those to save my life. That's a normal throw from you with this dice set though, is that ace deuce. So if I'm ever playing ATS and I need to get the ace deuce, I know that's a good number to hit. So again, $23 pass line bet. Still sticking with that $4 ATS or craps check. 424 in ATS. 5354 for the dice set. And all bets set. So Jen, if you're playing a dolly, you should be getting a lot of come out winners here. And we hit the mixing bowl again. Hey guys, what's the chances of this? Another ace deuce. Unreal. 3 threes in a row. They're all come outs. And that's killing my roll quality score. But it is what it is. But that is a repeater win, I guess. So that's a positive, I guess. Okay, 5354. And guys, I entered it wrong in Crapsee. I did a 3-1 instead of 2-1. So the point is on 4 in Crapsee, just so everybody knows. So let's play it as that. We're going to play Crapsee as a 4. So it's going to be a little bit off. I wish there was a way I can go back and correct that. I'm not sure if I can. And we have a 5-3-8. Easy 8. Oh, shoot. I wonder if there's a way that I can take that one bet out. I don't think there is. So we're gonna go with the 538 here. All bets set on that one. And we're gonna play it out as if Crapsee is right. Okay, with that being said, we're gonna take that 6 and the 8 down to 18. So I think that's the first time that has happened to me. So I'm actually treating this here, guys, and I'm going to move that $25 off the 4, and we're going to make it look like a $35 5. But we'll be treating Crapsee on this roll here as if it was practicing our betting, if you will. So all bets set. And dice out. And we have a 369 center field 9. So Crapsee's been a problem for me today. Okay, and that's going to allow us to bring that 5 and 9 down to $20. And we are at the point now where we're actually in a positive. So let's bring that 10 down to $15. And now we're going to start pressing up. So we have the 5 and 9 at $20. We have the 6 and 8 at 18. And we have the 10 at 15. And we'll go all bets set. 5, 3, 5, 4. And we have a 4, 5, 9 center field 9. So that's going to allow us to bring that 5 and 9 up to $35. And that is our first press on that bet. 5, 3, 5, 4. And all bets set. And we got a 6, 2 or 2, 6, 8. Easy 8. And that's going to have us bring our 6 and 8 up to $30 each. So I'm dropping in $3 to get to that point. And 5, 3, 5, 4. And all bets set. And a 4, 2, 6. Perfect. So we're going to drop in $1 now, and we're going to bring that up to $66 on that 6. And now it's starting to press up nicely, these bets. Again, 5, 3, 5, 4. And we got all bets set. And this is going to be roll number 14 for the shooter. So we've had 3 good shooters in a row. And I really think a lot of that has to do with my finger placement on the grip. I made a change yesterday to get more on the tip of my middle finger. And since I've done that, my roll counts have been going up, and then I talk about it, guys, and look what we got. We got that 437, which is a primary on-axis roll, so that is to be expected. So that is actually not a bad throw. That's just an unfortunate part of this dice set. So we made a total of $7 on that roll, and we had a lot of those darn come-outs craps numbers. So we're gonna go $15 pass line bet, $3 craps check, 424 in the ATS. And this will probably be either the last shooter or second to last shooter for the day. We got 41 rolls in so far, and our goal is to get 50 or more. We were going to shoot for 100, but now that we got Crapsee working, that does slow down the roll count a little bit. Dice out, looking for a point. And we have a 5-6 Midmo Yo as a come out. So that's a come out winner. That does mark the ATS. I do lose that craps check, so we're going to have to put that back up. Which I'm fine with. So again, $15 pass line, 424 in the ATS, $3 craps check, all bets set. 5-3, 5-4. And we have a 2-2 hard 4. Ballerina. I think that's the first one of those for the day. So we're going to go to that 180 across level of betting. And that puts $35 on that 5 and 9, 25 on a 10, 30 on a 6 and 8. We're going to go $15 in odds on the pass line bet. Got 5-3, 5-4, and all bets set. And dice out. And those dice arced up really nice and high. Took a lot of the energy out. We have a 1-4-5 horse and buggy. So that is hit number 1, box hit number 1 for us for this new shooter. And that's going to allow us to bring that 5 and 9 down to $20. And we'll set the dice. And we got all bets set. And a 6-1-7. So that one is a both dice off axis. So that is the bad 7 of the ones that do show up. So we've had 3 good shooters. We've had 1 bad one. Let's see if we can get 1 more good shooter out of this. And we'll see if we can make any profit. $15 pass line bet, $3 craps check, 424 on the ATS. And I have a couple people that are dropping out here on me. Just so you guys know, John is not doing his daily paycheck or his coffee and craps for the rest of the week. He is out of town. Not sure exactly what he's doing. We have all bets set and dice out. And we have a 3-6-9. That'll be our new point, center field 9. Again, we're going to go with that 180 across the level. And we're going to go 35 on that 5 and on the 5. 25 on the 4 and 10 buy bets. 30 on the 6 and 8. $15 in pass light odds. And all bets set. And we have a 5-6 mid-mo yo. And Chiro's drawing should be coming up pretty soon here. I think it's this weekend. I'm not sure. Where you're going to be drawing for the little thing that he made, the little card holder. So that mid-mo yo did nothing for my bets other than hitting one more number on the ATS. So we'll go all bets set. Dice rolled off my fingers really weird, but we have a 2-1-3 ace deuce Alfredo sauce. 2-1-3 shotgun. Again, it does nothing for the ATS, but that does help with, it does help with the ATS, does nothing with our bets. We're looking for our first box hit on this shooter. Chiro, you're showing up a little bit today. I think yesterday I brought your name up also. You were showing up quite a bit. And I'm like, sometimes you're overstaying your welcome there, Chiro. I figured you'd get a kick out of that, so that's why I threw that one out there. And we have a 2-4-6. Easy 6. So that'll be our first box hit here. So we can bring one of those bets down. So in other words, we're going to actually bring the 6 and 8 down to 18. That's what your ex-wife say. Oh, that's probably why she's the ex then. 5-3-5-4, all bets are set. And we get dice out. And dice kissed when they landed. But we have a 3-5-8. We got lucky because that usually brings out the bad number when they kiss really tight like that. But that's actually one of two things are happening. One, the dice are super tight when they're flying through the air and they land tight. But I think this time what happened is they're tight, but they landed like this. So they're a little bit off kilter. So that was an 8. Let's do this one. So let's bring that 5 and 9, or the 5 down to $20. And we're going to take that pass line bet off. Or the odds off, I'm sorry. So that way everything's brought down there. We got a little bit of money back. 5-3-5-4. And we got all bets set. So we gotta get one more box hit here, and then we can go up with our bets again. And I might have to do something a little bit different with this one. We'll see what happens here in a second. And we have a midnight 6-6-12. We've thrown quite a few of those today. We've actually thrown a lot of the bookends today. A couple magic aces, a couple midnights. No, the one magic ace that I threw did not register before, so that's one of the numbers that were not on the thing. That is both dice off axis, though, unfortunately. Good morning, Duracell. And we had more than 9 people watching before. I think we're up to almost 12 people. And we got all bets set here. We're looking for that 10. If we can get that 10, we'll hit the tall. That left die split out a little bit. Another midnight. That left die came out a little bit early. That should be a repeater. And that it is. That unfortunately does nothing for our bets. 5, 3, 5, 4. We're going on shooter number, our roll number 8 for this. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, Chiro. Tonight, guys, Craig and Chiro are going to do a show, and he has it set for 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. And he says he's trying out team play for the first time. But it's going to be a show, I believe, also because they both recently got to 500 subscribers apiece. So it's kind of a little celebration thing for them also, if I understand it correctly. I saw that it was posted yesterday. We have a 516 5-1 mixer. So that is our third box hit for the shooter. That's going to allow us to bring that 4 and 10 down to $15. And actually what we're going to do is we're probably going to, yeah, we're going to do that. We're not going to put the 4 and 10 up now because that is our third box hit, but we only have $74 brought in and we have $81 on the table. So we're not going to put the 4 and 10 up right now because we're trying to get back as close as we can to even before we start pressing up. And we're to the point where we need to start pressing these bets up here. So we can start bringing a little bit of money back, hopefully. And in fact, I might collect this first hit here. Hit that darn mixing bowl again. But we have 3-3 hard 6, 2 trees in the forest. So that will be a collect on this one. So that way we are in a positive on this shooter. And then now we're going to start pressing up here. So we are in a positive by $14 on this shooter. So next one will be a press. 5, 3, 5, 4. And we are looking for that 10 so we can hit the tall. And we have a 2-1-3 ace deuce Alfredo sauce. And that does nothing for our bets. So we're going to go 5, 3, 5, 4. And today's been a good shooting day here. We have 4 shooters out of 5 that have done really well. We're going to continue on with this roll here. And the dice kissed again, but we have a 5, 4, 9 center field 9. And again, I really do believe that the success of my rolling today and the last 2 rolls yesterday was because I changed the finger placement on those dice. I got more in the fingertip of that middle finger. So that was our point made. We're going to bring that pass line bet up to $23. And we're going to go with the $4 craps check. And we are still on the ATS. Still looking for that 10 so we can make that tall. It would be nice if we hit that on the come out here. All bets set. And we have a 145 horse and buggy. So that'll be our new point. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that $20 that's on the 5, we're going to move that over to the 9. And we'll set our dice again, 5, 3, 5, 4. All bets set. Hey, how about that, guys? This is a good sign right here. We got a 5-5 puppy paws, and that is going to be the tall for us. We hit the tall again. Second day in a row, we got one side of them. So that's really cool. So that's going to be a nice little income. So that's going to allow us to pick up that 4 and 10 now for $15 a piece to start off with, because we're at the point now where we're going to start pressing these bets up. So that little hit did help a little bit for our bets. And we got all bets set here. And dice out. And we have a 5-1-6 mixer again. So that's going to allow us to bring that 6 and 8 up to $30 a piece. And we got all bets set. We got 5, 3, 5, 4. And this is going to be roll number 15 for this shooter. And dice are a little low that time, but we have a 5-6 mid-mo-yo. So that is one die off axis. Again, that does nothing. We already hit the tall, so it does nothing for our bets. 5, 3, 5, 4. And all bets set. And the dice hit right at the base of the wall, right as it meets. So we ended up with a 5-2-7. So that was a little bit long. I missed that landing zone on that one. That is a 7 out. And that will be our last roll for the day. Let's see where we ended up with our statistics. And keep in mind they're slightly skewed on the statistics because I messed up. I didn't get all the rolls in. So our shooter number 2 actually should be a little bit longer than what it is right now. But let's see where we ended up. We had 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 5 rollers that were in double digits. And we had some good roll quality scores for all of them except for that shooter number 2. Box numbers are almost expected. Inside numbers were a little bit higher. 4s and 10s are low. Come out 7s were expected. Horns are high. Field was average, expected. Hardways are expected, and it was definitely a light side play today. We have an SOR of 12.2 and an SRR of 7.3 with 3 come out 7s and 5 7 outs. But I do appreciate everybody joining in today. And thanks for showing up on a daily basis. But I will see you guys tomorrow. My name is Joe, and this is my Craftsmaster Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Have a great day, everyone.